wake me up to another good morning. Time to go. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 We are all looking for adventure.
Good morning everyone, welcome to the Hunter Valley. Now the Hunter Valley is absolutely an amazing spot to visit, and I'm just going to spin you around here and look at the views. The Hunter Valley is stunning. Now I don't know what it is about vineyards, but they just give you that relaxing feeling. We've spent about 4 or 5 days here so far. And this location is basically Mount View Road, just down near Cessnock. Now Cessnock is just in the foreground there, just on the horizon, and this is Mount View Road looking towards Cessnock, and it is absolutely beautiful. Now the object of this video is I want to give you 3 places to stay free with your van, motorhome or RV in the Hunter Valley. Now these places, some of them do have prerequisites, so I will just provide the information that I have there and give you a bit of information on the exact location. Now I'm going to spin you around again. Actually, I'm going to show you the other side of Mount View Road. And again, this is absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful spot. So let's go. Now, if you find this video useful, please subscribe to us. It helps us support the channel, and it's always great to get subscribers. So please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Before we start, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the Hunter Valley. The Hunter wine region is one of Australia's best known wine regions. It has played a pivotal role in the history of Australian wine and is one of the first wine regions planted in the early 19th century. The Hunter Valley is recognised as a world-class wine and food destination. However, the region is actually made up of a number of smaller sub-regions, and each region has its own little secrets. Some of them are really very quaint. It is only a 40-minute drive from one end of the Hunter Valley to the other, so you can easily explore all these towns and villages in probably 4 or 5 days. And there's some beautiful spots. I'm just going to run through them very quickly. Colin. Now, Colin's not really a town or village. It's one of the oldest continuous wine regions in Australia, with a history dating back to the 1800s. It's at the centre of the Hunter Valley and has a lot to offer. The next area is Hermitage. We then move on to Lovedale, Broke and Fordwich, the Wollombi Valley, Singleton, Cessnock, which is quite a major town, and last but not least, the very beautiful Mount View. Now, there are a couple of paid caravan parks in and around the Hunter Valley, but on this occasion I spent 4 or 5 days in the Hunter Valley over Christmas this year, and I'm going to give you 3 free campsites in the Hunter Valley and tell you a bit about them. Now let's go. So here are the 3 free campsites. Now I'm actually going to leave what I considered to be the best until last. However, so this is the first one. Now this is in Broke. It's a free camping area. It's on the corner of Millbrodale Road and the Wollombi Road, and it's just opposite the general store in Broke. Now, I actually haven't stayed at this site, although I have driven past it. We intended to stay there, however, I had stayed on a winery previously, and we stayed on that same winery again on this occasion. We stayed in Broke for a couple of days. Now, Broke is really very beautiful. It borders on the Brokeback Mountain range, and here is some drone footage of Broke. Good morning everyone, and on to another free camping area. This one is at Kurri Kurri. Now it's just on the sports ground. Be honest with you, it's quite a nice spot. It's not the most picturesque of places, but you know, everything's not what you see on Instagram and Facebook with beautiful spots. Sometimes you have to have a spot that is not quite as picturesque. But anyway, we stayed here last night. We had a really nice sleep, nice and quiet, no hassle whatsoever. It's totally free, has a dump point and free drinking water. Now it's very windy. I'm just going to go underneath. It's actually on the sports ground. So I'm just going to spin you around, let you have a look. So no registration whatsoever. You just turn up and find your spot. There we are, just under that tree. You're about to get a storm. So we're just packing up now to head to the beach. Kurri Kurri is just on the outskirts of the Hunter Valley. It's probably only 20 minutes, half an hour from the wineries. So it's a really good stopover spot for the wineries. Now, here is a great free camp area. It is the Wollombi Tavern, which is in the really quaint little town of Wollombi in the Hunter Valley region of New South Wales. I'll just spin you around here. And it's just on the crossroads between Route 33, which is the Great Northern Route, and the road to Cessnock. And basically Great Northern, Paynes Crossing Road. Now the deal is that basically you can stay here. There's the camp area just down at the bottom there. Basically the deal is you can stay here free. However, there's no BYO when the pub is open. So basically it's got a pub and a cafe. So when they're open, you basically have to buy your provisions there. That's the Wollombi Tavern. Wollombi is really a very beautiful town. It's like stepping back in time. And if you ever get to the Hunter Valley, then certainly take a trip to the Wollombi. You can stay at the Wollombi Tavern, as I said. No BYO whilst the pub and the coffee shop is open. It does have toilets and water, and it's always best to call first. Now here is some video and drone footage of Wollombi.
Hello world, wake me up to another good